A domain name system, that is DNS, is like a phone book for the internet. It turns www websites into IP addresses that devices can read. Root servers are DNS name servers that operate in the root zone. These servers can directly answer queries for records stored or cached within the root zone, and they can also refer other requests to the appropriate top-level domain, that is TLD server. The user can then get the content from the server or post data to the server as needed. The DNS is a hierarchical naming system for computers, services, or any resource participating in the internet. The top of that hierarchy is the root domain. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. The TLD, that is top-level domain servers, are the DNS server group one step below root servers in the DNS hierarchy, and they are an integral part of the resolving DNS queries. Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers is the global non-profit organization responsible for coordinating the Internet's core systems of unique identifiers, most notably the domain name system, that is DNS. By having the privilege of the root server, cyber attacks, hackers' intrusion can be controlled. Root servers are an essential part of the infrastructure of the Internet. Web browsers and many other Internet tools would not work without them. There are 13 different IP addresses that serve the DNS root zone, and hundreds of redundant root servers exist around the globe to handle requests to the root zone. Each root server is a network of hundreds of servers in countries worldwide. Out of the 13 root servers, the US owns 10 root servers, and whereas the Netherlands, Sweden, and Japan have each one of the root servers. Today, each of the 13 IP addresses have several servers, which use anycast routing to distribute requests based on load and proximity. Right now, there are over 600 different DNS root servers distributed across every populated continent on the earth. However, there are nearly 1,000 mirror servers in the world, and establishing mirror servers will help speed up internet access. The internet in China is totally different from the global internet. The Great Firewall censors the content that is transferred between inside and outside China. Last year, Russia also introduced its Digital Economy National Program, a plan that would require Russian internet providers to remain functional in the event that the country was cut off from the worldwide internet. It is good to notice the move by the Department of Telecom has taken the first step and fixed December 2022 as the deadline for internet service providers to customize their network as well as change modem and routers at customer premise for the services as per the Internet Protocol address IPv6. The growth in the number of devices connecting to the internet has fueled demand for IPv6 addresses. IPv6 increases the IP address size from 32 bits to 128 bits. With proliferation of IPv6 addresses, India can create its own secure internet by setting up its own root servers for communication within countries' geographical boundaries. Under the present global regime, the internet can stop working if any of the root servers are switched off. With an indigenous root server, India can continue to communicate within its own jurisdiction after transition to IPv6. Theoretically, every country will have its own root server. IPv6 is pivotal for digital India. To support 5G and related technologies like machine-to-machine, Internet of Things, etc., will need IPv6. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. The Indian government signs agreement with Armenia to supply defense systems. According to reports, India has signed a deal with Armenia for the supply of defense systems, including the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launchers to the Armenian government. India will be exporting missile systems, rockets and ammunition to Armenia to help the nation defend itself from Azerbaijan. As a part of the deal, Armenia will also get anti-tank rocket systems and ammunition. The development can be seen as a big push for the government's flagship Make in India program. Government to impose ₹50,000 fine for providing fake details for SIM cards and other illegal deeds. As per the prepared draft of the Indian Telecommunications Bill 2022, providing fake documents to avail a mobile SIM card or create an account on OTT platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram and others will invite 1 year in jail or a fine of up to ₹50,000. The report also said that under Section 4, Subsection 7 requires telecom users to declare their real identity, failing to which means a police officer can arrest the violator without a warrant and start the investigation with the court's order. This will help in preventing cyber frauds done using telecom services. Government to soon mandate 6 airbags in passenger cars. The Union Government has decided to extend the implementation of a proposal mandating a minimum of 6 airbags in passenger cars to October 1st of 2023 amid global supply chain constraints. Earlier this year, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways had said that in order to enhance the safety of occupants of the motor vehicle against lateral impact, it has been decided to enhance safety features by amending the Central Motor Vehicles Rules 1989. SoftBank to show pink slip to its Vision Fund staff. Japanese multinational conglomerate SoftBank is planning to cut around 150 staff globally at its Vision Fund unit and SoftBank Group International, equivalent to around 30% of its entire staff globally. This move comes after SoftBank's subsidiary, the Vision Fund, suffered a record $50 billion loss in the 6 months through June. Most of the losses came from a drop in the valuation of portfolio companies. SoftBank also reported a $6 billion foreign exchange loss because of the weaker yen. 15 insurance firms under GST Intelligence radar for GST fraud. The GST Intelligence has detected tax evasion of Rs 824 crores by 15 insurance companies including ICICI Prudential, multiple intermediary marketing companies, multiple non-banking financial companies and banks for allegedly availing input tax credit without the underlying supply of goods and services. The probe revealed that ICICI Prudential has availed and utilized ineligible tax credit without the underlying supply of goods or services. The officers searched the premises of a number of insurance companies, intermediary marketing or branding companies, NBFCs and banks in multiple cities and detected similar cases of credit frauds. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.